23 minutes after 9 o'clock. It's a Friday, and you know what's going on right now, Jeff Mount? Do you know?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting ready for the community auction.
Absolutely, and that's what we're going to be talking about over the next couple of minutes. I thought I'd just try to throw you off, but no, you are focused. It is the superintendent of Mason County Central Schools live with us here in the studio. As always, you can listen to this right here on your radio, on your smart devices like your Amazon Alexa, your Google Home, streaming live at WMOM.FM, and we're streaming this on our Facebook page live with our cameras here in the studio, and as well our YouTube channel at 1027 WMOM. Get over the next couple minutes that device that you would normally look up any sort of great websites and some great deals on. It could be your tablet, your PC, maybe even your phone there. And we're going to, we actually at our Facebook page have the link right now to the auction up there. And Jeff, I'm going to bring this up on my computer screen too, because I've just been looking at some of the items, and you have a lot available for this auction this year, right?
Yeah, there's right now 235 items, and you know it won't stop there. For some reason, every year we have a couple that trickle in at the last minute, and so I could see that number jumping up to 240, 245, and that's a nice number for us to manage. You know, you mentioned all the different ways you can access the website and look at that. It does operate very well on a phone.
Yeah, absolutely. Very mobile friendly.
You can be anywhere and placing your bid up until 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So when 8 p.m. comes, it's shut off. So there's no arbitrary, okay, we grabbed this and, it was 8:20 and somebody got in a bid better than you. It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that is the end. It helps a little bit compared to our previous, parties that we had, which we, were pre-COVID. You asked it earlier, Chris, and I appreciate you bringing that up off the air, but we will have a party in the future,
Yes.
So we need a venue, and obviously Scottville Optimist Hall is under repair right now, and so we're looking forward to that because we really do love hosting the party. And a live auction is fun. Online, it's generating a great purpose for us and generating good money for the things that we do. So just really excited about having this again. This is our 28th one. This is our third online auction, but we will have probably a hybrid, but we will certainly have a party in the future.
Excellent. And Jeff, go closer to that microphone if you could for me
sure.
just a little bit here. But let's talk about the last 3 years. So that transition, because I'm curious about this, the transition from in-person to online. There's always that fear that are people gonna utilize their mobile devices to bid on those items, but you have seen that they're committed to helping the staff and the students, right?
Very much so. We really have not seen a drop in the funding raised. We do have fewer items than when we would have a party thing, but that's kind of easier to manage. But we don't have the expenses of the venue. So, the trade-off is maybe fewer items to focus on, but we have great support from our community. And frankly, the online broadens that community, right? Because you could be on the other side of the planet and still be, bidding on these things. And we have people that are out of town that always support Mason County Central and, the community of Scottville that are like, well, I won't miss it because they got their phone with them somewhere else.
That's pretty cool. And have you had a chance to look through some of the items? Anything pop out for you at all?
Well, I'm an outdoors guy, so
Okay.
We always have a tendency to have outdoor stuff, but there is truly something for everybody on here. The puppy is always a very, very popular piece. Not for me, but this is just the cutest darn Australian Shepherd. Very popular breed, obviously. That's always a very popular one. Every year, we have something like that, up from Labradors to the different doodles. I don't know,
Yes.
but the Australian Shepherd has been a very popular breed for us in the past. So we love that, and it's neat to have. But again, there's outdoor stuff. Really popular piece that goes. We have a deal with Browning trail cameras. And there are 10 of those. And if you purchase one of those, you also get in a drawing for a deer rifle.
Oh, very cool.
So, it's a, so then you got a 1 in 10 chance. So and these cameras are now the cellular version. So they will send pictures from your trail camera. Yes, maybe at 2:00 in the morning. That seems to be when the deer walk by my cameras. And they'll ping your phone and you'll be able to see what's walking by your camera. So those are really neat too. So that's kind of the outdoorsy thing for me. There are some hunting rifles on there and things that are always go quite popular. But again, something for everybody. There's housewares, there's decorative materials. There's just something for everybody. A Traeger grill, those are very popular. And all of these items are sponsored or donated or underwritten. So it's really neat that, our community steps up either through sponsorship dollars and say, hey, you can purchase items, for the auction, or they donate these items. It's been incredible. The entire chiropractor group, and when I say that, I mean way beyond. There's 7 chiropractors that all donate toward the Australian Shepherd. That's cool. The puppy. They do it annually. They just, how much is it? And we purchased that Australian Shepherd, in this case this year. Mm-hmm. And so it's just, there's always a group that steps up, and we have great support from our greater Scottville community, because it's well beyond just Scottville, but it's a lot of folks right here in Ludington too.
And you bring up a good point, is that we have students that go to MCC scattered throughout the county. I mean, and broader area there. The categories: home, crafts, sports, travel, entertainment, outdoor, golf, tools, service, kids and toys, and all kinds of other items. They are on the 2023 Spring Community Auction. Question for you: how much prep goes into this? I would assume that there's some dedicated staff members, right?
Yeah, we have a core group that will meet next week to do a follow up, and then we'll meet monthly up until January, and then in January we meet weekly. Okay. So this and we meet on Wednesday nights, and so there's a lot of prep work. It's a little less with the online versus the party, atmosphere, but it's fun work. Right after I leave here, I'm going to West Shore Bank to pick up the items that we've had on display there to bring over to the school for pick up on Sunday and Monday. So our folks that have the winning bid will be able to come pick those up Sunday afternoon, or they can pick them up Monday after school. And so there's a lot of work. There's people that have to man those pieces. And my admin group is meeting me at the bank with their trucks and my truck, and we're loading up that stuff and bringing it over so it'll be ready for Sunday pickup.
How important is it for raising as much money for this auction? Because we talk about millages and we talk about other things, but Brandy Miller and myself, we were chatting literally about the auction yesterday on the Talk of the Town. And part of that conversation is that those sort of requests from the schools cover certain areas, but there are areas that just go left unopened or left focused on. And this is where the auctions come into play, and this is where that helps, right?
Yeah, so, a large chunk of the money goes towards scholarship, and we all know that scholarship for paying for a trade school or going to college is it's expensive, and so we can help with that, and that's a big part of what we do, but also for doing unique things. And so I like to use it as like the pilot. Our teachers have a unique idea. We like these growing towers for our biology classrooms where we can, watch a seedling grow from, its seedling to a plant and be ready to plant in the spring. Well, those are expensive, but it's like, well, let's try it out. And we did. So we purchased it as a foundation. It used to be a lot of heavy technology, but, now we purchase that through the school. We can do that, but it could be some unique furnitures, different projects. But it also takes care of things like post prom. We want to make sure our kids are safe for post prom. We do a an art show each spring. So we display our student artwork, K-12, and we put that on, and that's $1,000, to do those things. So it's, when you raise $20,000 to $30,000 in something like this, it goes a long way, but, every dollar helps, and if we can increase the scholarship and we increase those student activities and classroom activities, we want to keep doing that and keep growing.
Well, you have our commitment. We've been talking about it on the Mom Fridge Magnet for, I think, a couple of weeks now here in our community calendar. And we're going to push it out today. We're going to push it out tomorrow. But at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, we're going to stop the pushing because there's going to be no opportunity for people to bid anymore. So they got to get in, right?
That's correct. So, yeah, like I said, a hard cutoff at 8 o'clock. I mean, it's computerized shut-off time. So there's no, hey, I meant to get in at 8:01.
Yeah.
You will not be able to get in at 8:01.
And when you're talking to somebody about the auction, what's the best way for them to get to the auction?
So, I mean, you're actually helping a lot with, posting it on here. But really, if you go to, everybody can find Mason County Central Schools if they just do a Google search.
Yep.
And that'll take you to our website. Right on below the banner will be a Mason County Central Educational Foundation auction.
Okay.
You'll see it. It's just 2 clicks, and you'll be right into the Better World, system that we use.
Yep.
And you're ready to go. You'll just register there, put your name and email address on there, and you are ready to rock and roll. And then you can just scroll through everything. If you choose to bid, you do. If you choose not to, but I'll always say every bid helps, right? Because your bid, while it might be beat by the next bid, right, $5 more or whatever, that generated $5 more for Mason County Central's Ed Foundation and the kiddos we serve. So,
exactly.
Everything helps. So if you can get on there, even if you go, man, I really got a booked night tomorrow night, I won't be on there from 7 to 8.
Yeah.
Throw on a bid that you think you might get it for, And if you don't, you did help anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And let's break some records. Let's really push this over the top. And so we're going to throw that challenge out to the listeners. Head over to Mason County Central's website, click on the auction, get involved in it, and let's help the kids. Let's help the school. And you're doing such a great job out there. And I've always believed that since I moved here to the community, you see all of the opportunities that, and I grew up in a very small town up in northern Michigan, and we didn't have those opportunities, but you're providing the opportunities, and that helps by an auction like this and in other ways too.
Yep. Yeah, this is our 28th. This is the 24th I've been a part of at Mason County Central, and it gets better and better every year. Again, and frankly, it's the same crew doing this work, and we add a few people every year, and a few people drop off, but we have a core group that's been doing this for all 24 years I've been a part of it.
Wow. Well, congratulations on doing that. Jeff, did we miss anything else that we needed to talk about in regards to this, or anything else that you wanted to bring up to the?
I think we did cover this really well, and again, I appreciate the efforts from WMOM to provide it in many different venues. I mean, you're not just radio, you do YouTube and everything else. And, everybody connects in a different way. And so it's really appreciated, and I know you've done great work for our community. So I want to, give you, a shout out and a thumbs up on that one.
I appreciate it. And coming from you, I really do appreciate that. Jeff Mounts, Superintendent, Mason County Central Schools. If you missed this segment, you can watch it in its entirety on our Facebook page, WMOM. It'll archive there, and as well on YouTube, 1027 WMOM. But let's make that action happen, and that is going to Mason County Central Schools website, click on that auction button, and bidding on it today, tomorrow, up until 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So, Jeff, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you, Chris.
Absolutely. It is 9:37 on your station playing your hit music. It is 102.7 WMOM.